Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Firstly, massive hello to all the new subscribers and a hello to all the old ones naturally. Now, this video, all about my 2009 VW Caddy detailing van. This is something that's been asked a lot recently. What's inside, what products do I use, how's it laid out, so on and so forth. So let's jump in and have a look. So, we'll start with the side door. As you can see, we've got a nice big upright tank. This is a 350 litre tank, built with a custom frame that holds it in place. It's all bolted to the floor, nothing can go anywhere, the tank cannot move. Safety is paramount naturally, especially with that much water in the van. So as you can see, we've got some lances, mini lances. These are from Gleem Detailing with quick release spigots. Everything is on a quick release, make life easy. The blue ones are a 25 degree nozzle and the green ones are a 40 degree nozzle. And naturally the mini lances, great idea for tight gaps. I have got some jobs that I do that are in quite narrow spaces, bits and pieces, so it does make life a lot easier to have a small one as well as a normal one. I mean, this is a 600mm. They do 900s, but I personally have not needed one, so I've not bought one. Now we've got quick release gun, also by Gleem Detailing, attached to a 20-meter hose, which is currently down the side of the tank. This was on a reel on top before. Well, it sat there. We removed that because of where we put the snow foam bottles now to make life easier. I found that I was walking to the back door to get the snow foam guns, put them back, then back to the side door for the lances, so on. It made sense to have the snow foam bottles in the side door, hence where they are now. So we're now going to go back to a reel, and I believe it's going to get mounted on top of the tank. It might be a little bit tight for space, but we'll get there. We've got two PA snow foam bottle holders by Gleem Detailing, as you can see. Both bottle holders are filmed with AutoBrite Direct snow foam guns. One has Magi foaming currently, one has top gloss, as you can see. Fantastic guns, probably the best snow foam gun on the market. I've tried a few and that is definitely the best going. Now, Krenzel K7 has to be, I think, the go-to jet wash for most valeters and detailers now. It is so quiet, so smooth to work with, doesn't draw stupid amounts of power, good flow rates, good pressure, and it's adjustable, which is a good important thing for certain things. Obviously if you need to turn the pressure down, you can. I do sometimes. And we have a custom tap set up. This was done by a plumber friend of mine, obviously, so then I can connect that bit of pipe onto there, turn that one on. That's obviously for the buckets, obviously the main tap, so on, straight into the jet wash. This enables then to not disconnect the jet wash, so you're not having to keep bleeding all the air out of the system. That pipe realistically does never get disconnected unless I'm removing the Kranzle for service or cleaning or anything like that. Now I do need to find somewhere, not sure where yet, for another snow foam lance holder and snow foam lance for Magiseal. I have a designated one for Magiseal now, just so I don't then contaminate top gloss with Magiseal and have to empty it if the bottle's half full, so on and so forth. Not entirely sure where it's going to go. Space is quite limited in the side door now, once we've got another reel on top of the tank, so that could be quite interesting. I definitely want it in the side door due to convenience, save walking back and forth trying to get it, so on, but we'll have a look. So we'll move around to the back and we'll have a look at the back section. The back section. This is something that seems to be a very popular topic on the detailing pages amongst mobile detailers and valeters. They want to know what people's setups are like, what they've got where, how they've got it set up, what bottle holders they're using, so on, to make their life easier. Because let's face it, we all want to make an easy life. We all want everything to work properly as it should. I like my van. I think it's set up very smart and professional. There isn't stuff just thrown in the back. I've had a lot of customers comment on how nice the back is and how smart it does look. Everything has got a purpose. I don't carry stuff I don't need to carry. I know a couple of guys that carry 5 litres of window cleaner, for instance. When are you ever going to use 5 litres of window cleaner in a day? I don't think you'd use 500ml in a day, to be honest, but everyone's different. I just like to try and keep the weight down as much as possible, keep it looking smart and have it do what it needs to do. So as you can see, bottle holders. This is the biggest question whenever I've posted any pictures of the back of the van. This is something I get asked a million times. Bottle holders, where are they from? They are from a company called Work Van Shop. They're from eBay. They are, or they were, when I purchased them, they were £15 each, or 4 for £45, I believe. I will post a link in the description. They do have Instagram, so drop them a message if you can't find the eBay ones or anything like that. They will help you out. I've spoken to them many times, and they are also designing some other stuff. I know that they are in the process of doing a brush holder, and I've got some new designs coming through for other things. So this door particularly has pink sheen, fab, crystal, and luxury suds. Going back to the bottle holders, I will say I have one negative. Now, as you can see, that label has been absolutely destroyed from the bottle holder, but this one hasn't. They've both been in there the exact same amount of time. I don't know why. It's not all of the bottle holders, it's only some of them with certain bottles, but yeah, they are destroying the labels. I'm not sure why, how, but it is what it is. I can always buy another bottle. It's not a drastic thing. Latex gloves holder. I am out of gloves at the moment. I'm waiting for a delivery, so that will be filled back up soon. This is a custom brush holder. This was made by a friend of mine who makes bespoke worktops. It's actually made from corian, which is a very heavy material, but this was an offcut he had. He put it together for me. It's great. Being made of corian, it's not wood, so it doesn't rot if they do get water on them or anything like that. There's a big issue, obviously, when it rains. The back doors do potentially get wet, so hence why we had it made out of that. More bottle holders with air fresheners, Evasion, bubblegum, rest in peace, I wish you would bring it back, Heaven Sent and Apple Pie. Just a couple of the spray air fresheners I do carry on the van, because I do carry all of the aerosol cans, all but one of them has been a couple have been discontinued, but I don't have space for one of them, so I've got all of them, from pomegranate to black ice to vanilla, tutti frutti, you name it, they're in the back of the van. I do like to give the customer the option of air fresheners, so then they can pick if they want it, if they don't, which one they want. That seems to go down quite well. Customers like that, so giving them the choice rather than just giving them a hanging one. I don't like hanging air fresheners. I despise the things, and I think they should be thrown away, to be honest. Storage boxes, as you can see, little tower. This is another common subject on the detailing pages, because most of the time your drawers open and all your stuff falls out. These particular ones don't. They are made by a company called Phil Plastics. They're not cheap. This black stack one was £48, and I believe the top one was £25, so it's not cheap at all, but does its job. The drawers don't open. I can drive down the road. I mean, this particular drawer is full of waxes, and look, it doesn't open without pressing. So while we're in that drawer, we have metal polish, we have blends, wheel sealant, we have dazzle, and we also have a bit of Fuso. That drawer is carrying some oral mouth swabs for dash vents and hard to reach areas, cocktail sausage sticks for the same situation, various brushes, Henry extension brush, so on. And the top drawer is applicator pads, magic erasers, some makeup pads in the little white one at the front. Just basics that you need to carry. Bottom one is obviously full of microfibers. Top one is full of buffing cloths. This one's full of window cloths. Normally I'm in the process of doing some washing, and so on and so forth on the bottom ones. Generator. This is a 2.8 kVA Clark powered one from Machine Mart. I can't remember the price of it. It's super quiet. It perfectly runs a Krenzel K7. I know that there was a big thing about this generator. Will it run a Kranzle? A lot of people have tried it and say yes it will. I can say yes it does. It will run my Henry perfectly. It will run my Kranzle perfectly. Not together, but it will run them. I have tried to run a George from the generator. It will run it, but it doesn't like it. So note to self, if you're going to be running wet vaxes and stuff off of a generator, maybe get something a little bit more high powered. I don't tend to do wet vaxing on the road, so hence why I don't mind. It doesn't really bother me too much. Now the generator is on some runners, as you can see, for airflow. It gets ridiculously warm when it's in the back of the van. Now we have had it welded and put on some runners. As you can see, we need to give that clean up because it was only done a couple of days ago. We are having an exhaust made up for it because the exhaust currently sits down the back here somewhere. Going to have an exhaust made that comes out the side, and then it will come out with an extension on, so that when it's running and pulled out, the fumes go out the van. Obviously safety and all that sort of stuff as well. So when it's not running, it just runs and sits back in there. More bottle holders, as you can see. So we've got ceramic ultra spray wax, we've got liquid gloss, carbon uber, chocolate glaze, cherry glaze, brilliance, renew, clear view. We've got a bottle of Abyss, mini bottle of Enrich and Final Finish. We have a bottle of Coating Farms Glass Coat. This is a 3-month ceramic top-up spray, or standalone, whichever you prefer. Again, more bottle holders with more products. So we've got Berry Blast QD, we've got Magic Carpet, we've got Alcantara, we've got Leather Cleaner to cleanse. As you can see, another one where the bottle has been ruined by the bottle holder. Not sure. That's just a tonic. Super Sheen, Project 64, and Elegance. Everything has been designed to go in of most use. Interior products that I use most are obviously closer to the back doors, like this side. Obviously this side we have all the shampoos, one of the most touchable things that you're going to use. You use it on every vehicle. Bottom one has Well Dressed, Magisil, liquid gold. If you've not tried it, get some. Top Gloss, which gets used on every car. Magi Foam, obviously Purple Velvet, Banana Gloss, Citrus Pearl, Ceramic Infused Shampoo. We've got a little pot with an applicator in. This is for Well Dressed. Keep the applicator nice and safe, otherwise it will just roll around the back of the van. And then we've got an old bottle that I actually dropped this bottle. This bottle had Very Cherry in it previously, and I dropped it and it broke literally where the lid is, so it made a perfect pot for top gloss. No, it made a perfect pot for tire gloss, should I say. Very Cherry, bright gel, tire gloss. Now it's not in a spray, but it has got a spray lid on it, just to hold it in so that when I need to fill up the smaller one I can. Don't want to carry too much obviously. Purple Rain and a non-AutoBrite wheel acid, purely because I do have some vehicles that I do need to use it, and Very Cherry acidic I didn't find was strong enough for me personally. So that's the back of the van pretty much when it's empty. As you can see, it looks great. Now I've got a lot of footprints from where I've been in the back. Not a problem. Now we do also have some buckets obviously that live in the back. Got a wash bucket, rinse bucket, wheel bucket with various brushes and tools in for cleaning wheels. A 35-meter extension lead has to be done. I do try where possible to plug into a customer's electric, just to save running the generator, annoying neighbours and so on. It's nice to be a little bit respectful and try not to annoy the neighbours running the generators. Summertime, I could be at my first job at 7, half 7 in the morning, so if you're not at work, you don't want to hear me running a generator outside your house. Hence the extension lead should I need it. Henry Hoover, everyone knows a Henry, no need to talk about him. And a 8 or 9 litre Marolex pump sprayer. I can't remember what litre it is, the sticker has fell off. Oh, here we go, let's have a look. We're 9 litre, so a 9 litre pump sprayer. Very good pump sprayer. I've seen a few different pump sprayers obviously, and this is probably my least favourite in fairness. The handle is very bulky and very heavy, so it does give you arm ache using it for if you're doing a van or a big 4x4 and you've got to put a lot of citrus pre-wash on. That hurts your hand after a little while of using it, because the handle is so long and so heavy. I find it hurts. It is made from metal, not plastic, like most other pump sprayers. So there we go guys, that's the van tour done. Hopefully it was some information that was beneficial, and hopefully some stuff that you needed for your own vehicles or whatever. I will put a link in the comments box to most of the stuff. I won't do all the AutoBrite products because that will take days obviously, but I will do stuff like the storage boxes, the bottle holders, the generator and so on. If you do have any comments, please comment in the comments box and I will get back and answer your questions. Other than that, Hope you're all staying safe, and I'll see you on the next one.